Right, welcome back. Last time, we mainly focused on trying to get stability under control again, as well as let the Republican tradition go back up again. It's going up at over 2 a year, so it should get back up to regular 50-ish values in 5 years or so. Yeah. I'm also letting my treasury build up and reinvesting into the economy. Specifically looking into improvements in industries. Since, among other things, consumer goods are actually pretty good when it comes to pricing. Or, well, profitability. And I kind of need more industrial goods as well, so... Plus, it would be nice to have some more urbanites. Especially since I need more of them in order to... Because we're also about 13 years away from casual literacy. And in order to have casual literacy invent itself, one of the things I need basically two things. I need to have a higher learning industry, which, well, yeah, that requires 10,000 urban populace. There's only one province with close to that amount. Well, my capital. And you also need at least 2 knowledge production, which, well... And the more knowledge production I have, the better it becomes. Oh, and commercialization needs to be present, but that isn't a problem at all, so... However, yeah. I don't even have 2, I don't even have 1, I have 0.8 in my capital. I could try to get more production in other areas, but, well, the clergy only have so much they can produce. Even then I'm going to have to expand city infrastructure in other locations if I want to continue going the path that I'm going. Or at least I'm producing more knowledge. Even if the higher learning industry is having some trouble due to lack of labor, though. Labor's cheap enough so it's not even an issue. Surprisingly. Despite the fact that they can only hire half of the amount they need. Knowledge is just that expensive. Simple as that. So the investment into industry in my capital will get more urbanites to come in and fulfill the needs of the higher learning industry, though sadly it does not look like it's going to be enough to fulfill the needs of, well, for casual literacy. So I may need to invest even more if I want to get it as early as possible. Well, that's also why I'm keeping manpower limited in order to minimize costs there. Just wonder how much this will cost. Yeah, I can go look at costs now. Let's see here. Build infrastructure. Design. Okay. Build amenities to rank 3. Let's go with no extra units. Seems to go 2 over anyway. 14! Okay, how accurate is that according to this? 100%. Oh no. Alright, 2 extra units. Wait. $16 plus 15 plus 1 there. Apparently it adds 1 to both the amount planning to be constructed and the amount that will be the extra units as well. Yay! That's almost certainly an oversight. It's the 3rd January, shouldn't that pop up? Guess it needs a minute. Okay. We'll immediately grab wheel-lock muskets in order to maintain innovativeness gain. I'll grab Civil Law once the plus 5% debuff to power costs, regular power costs. Okay. Hey, a unique unit type. Does this provide an actual advantage? 1 extra pip. Okay. Swabian Landsknechts. It's just 1 pip, but it's still... it's liable nevertheless. We'll take it too. If I can take it, then the other... then my neighbors can. I mean... High Saxon. Wendish. Yeah, over here is the Low Saxons. Then there's Wendish, East Albion, Eastphalian, Westphalian, Phalian, Ripuarian, Franconian. Shouldn't there be a High Saxon somewhere? There it is, High Saxon. It's in High Germanic, Low Germanic, and High Germanic. There's various West Slavs, Polabian, Sorbian, Silesian, Kashubian, Polish, Moravian, Slovak, Bohemian, yeah. Hungarian with, well, Magyar with Hungarian and Saz. Ah. Okay, I've been looking around these for long enough. There's also artillery type, is there? Culverins, okay. Artillery types don't really matter much, though. I don't have any artillery, nor do I plan on getting some anytime soon. Let's also adjust the auto investor. Reduce it to 5% of budget so I can save up money for infrastructure, specifically armor. Okay. Right. Is there anything else? I think the grain dole expires. Yeah, in a couple days. There we go. And commoner interactions, provide grain for the commoners. I'm going to have to maintain this for a while because, well, it's going to be absolutely necessary to maintain for a while if I want to keep a reasonable amount of stability. And prevent too much unrest from occurring in these provinces. Right. It's time to actually grab Civil Law. Oh hey! Cost reduced even further from neighbor bonus. Someone already grabbed rank level 31. Sheesh. Yeah, 157 days left. Who grabs it that early? It feels like another waste of admin points, which are actually pretty valuable because you need them to core. Okay. I still haven't figured out which idea group I want, though. Reducing the monetary cost would be an excellent idea. But increasing the ability of, well, my ability to fight would also be great. I already have cost reductions, don't I? Manpower recruitment cost minus 10%, yeah. Not maintenance reductions. I would like to go for professional army. Plus boosting the production of my military industry, of my armament industries would be great. So allow them to make even more money. And reduce the price of armaments in general, which is make things cheaper for me. Which would be excellent. Alright, fine. We'll go with quantity for now. Right, civil law, yearly corruption plus 0.02. I think it's supposed to be minus 0.02. And also allows another group of ideas. Okay, if that minus 0.03 turns into a minus 0.01, seriously. Anyway, manufacturer. Okay, let's just go through and... Right, the finisher effect is reinforced speed plus 15%. Manufacture supplies. Previously, the wheat went straight into the wagon. Now we ground it up too. Military production plus 10%. National supply limit modifier plus 20%. Standard armaments. All guns are created equal. Not necessarily well, but equal. Manpower recruitment cost minus 20%. Military infrastructure. A hole in the ground is only good for so many soldiers. Eventually, you have to dig a bigger one. Garrison infrastructure cost minus 10%, recruitment time minus 10%. Simple procedures. I set left and then right. How hard is that to understand? Investment in levies from elites plus 10%. Land attrition minus 5%. Pool of talent. Pan a big enough stream for long enough, and eventually you'll find gold. Metal at any rate. Leaders without upkeep plus 1. Mass provision. An army marches on someone else's money. Thankfully, that money isn't ours either. Oh, it is in this case. I guess. Well, it's the taxpayers' money. It's, which are mostly peasants. We're also the ones that get recruited too, for the most part. Oh well. Manpower trading cost modifier minus 7.5%. National duty. I want you for day duty. Nearest logbook, get on it. Manpower recovery speed plus 20%. Which, by the way, manpower recovery speed affects how quickly new recruitment takes place. Selfish. Joy. It appears the latest tax redistribution didn't actually work so well. Right, redelegate. Adjust, adjust, adjust. Adjust, adjust, adjust. Adjust, adjust, adjust. There we go. Let's see here. Right, by this point I can actually do major reforms, but even though the societal stability hasn't disappeared quite yet. Probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't. So let's continue working on, well, reforms to deal with corruption. This is another easy one. Plus, it reduces the amount of power that the elites get from autonomy, at the cost of 10 elite loyalty. And some stability, and also, you know, corruption and whatnot, as well as the points I need to burn in order to obtain it in the first place. Yeah, well, stability. I think the grain provision, yeah, it expires, so let's get that handled before finishing off the session. I'm gonna have to get up to another stability point. We might get some issues with rebels for a little while. That should subside somewhat once, in a few months, once the stability recovers. Which it should, now that I've lowered stability dramatically. Yeah, that has a tendency to happen. Oh well. All the reforms I've been doing should mean that provincial corruption should reduce somewhat. State corruption should drop like a rock. Because, yeah. Okay, so apparently okay. Based upon the fact that Admin Tech 30, well, the 29 had minus 0.03 yearly corruption, this one has minus 0.05. I'd say that there's a typo in, well, the effects, the description effects for Tech level 30. It says plus 0.02 yearly corruption. When in actuality it should say minus 0.02. Ooh, casual literacy, yeah. How do you need to do? Yeah. Casual literacy is about to arrive. About to. It has not been... Well, okay, actually. It has not been invented, and apparently institutions cannot have a spawn zone. Well, they finally figured that one out, unless it all spawns in humanity, which is probably where it spawns anyway. But yeah, one of the following, tech level 31, year 1500, or any known country has embraced casual literacy. I'll be getting tech level 31 at some point. Someone has already obtained it, though. Literally 5 days into 1490. I don't know why, but they did. I'm going to need 2 knowledge production at least, though, and would it be best if I had 10? Well, at least 6. 6 would be great. Problem is that I can only produce 0.8 in this province. If I want more, I'm going to need to get residents to move in en masse. That's the only way to get it. That means that the industries are going to lose money for a while. And I own a good portion of those industries, so... yeah... you can guess what happens. Well, that's getting these industries fulfilled. I do wonder how the armament industry is doing. Decently, okay. How much clergy labor is available is something else I also want to know. Plenty. Plenty of it. Alright, full-on investment into academic. More knowledge production would be useful. It's always useful. Knowledge is expensive, and I'd rather... well, it get fulfilled. As much as possible. Plus it's highly effective. So yeah, teched up in... well, admin and mil-tech. Let's just get diplotech as well, 1 level of that. I'm saving up diplo points specifically for reforms, but at the moment I'm actually low on mil points, so I've shifted my focus over to producing those instead. Anyway, naval morale plus 0.1, 0.25, naval engagement plus 15 enables a bunch of heavy ships. I guess the now for the Portuguese? Not sure if that's a heavy ship or a light ship, though. Otherwise, not much has really happened. I've been saving up in order to boost, in order to be able to afford a boost in urban in amenities in here. Because in order to get the amount of population needed, well, the amount of literati needed in order to fulfill all of the current higher education slots, I'm going to need to almost double my urban population. Which is at 7, so I have to get it to about 30k. And that's where problems start to set in. Even then, it's only enough for 1.5 knowledge. I'm going to need at least 2 if I want to be able to invent independently. I'm uncertain if anyone else nearby can independently invent it. It's certainly going to take a while either way. But I can check local production of multiple provinces. I don't think anyone nearby happens to have that much knowledge production. Yeah. It's kind of a specialty thing. Perhaps Bremen has it. Nope, they have 0.1. 0.6. Am I really the only person that has actually bothered to invest into it? There's nothing here. I've already checked Hamburg. Let's check Stralsund. That tends to be a decently 0.161. I even already checked Siegmund. What about this one? Okay, that's at least decent, though it doesn't fulfill the needs of the province, unlike me. Seriously. I'm the only one that seems to have invested at all into producing knowledge. On the North Sea coastline, from what it seems. Okay, that's a decent amount of investment, but still pretty minimal. Next to no investment there. Okay, finally something that actually produces more. It's still not enough in order to independently invent. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to do this myself. Heck, Roma doesn't even seem to have. Barely has enough, I should say. Production at 2.5. I don't think they have... Oh, they do have higher education. Okay, so they'll get casual literacy, just somewhat slowly. Possibilities, Praha. Wow! Okay, 12. Yeah, most of it is higher education. Okay. So it might spread from Bohemia, if slowly. But yeah. Bremen-Verden's no longer a valid rival, so I went ahead and rival Pomerania. That's gonna be plenty of fun. As well improve relations with Bohemia. It's dangerous to have an emperor that doesn't like you. Especially if you're rivals with their ally. Bohemia is far, far stronger than I would like for them to be. I don't think they're going to lose. They're eating into Poland pretty quickly. They've got Brandenburg as a permanent junior partner, who has managed to maintain their electorship. Oh, and Trier's gone, so now we've got Lorraine as an elector. That's fun too. But yeah, I've gone on long enough. Republican tradition has returned, so it's at a reasonable amount. It seems difficult to get it beyond reasonable. Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.